Welcome back to the fucking best podcast, #1 Riverdale podcast in the universe, in the world.
We're
your #1 source for fucking Archie, Betty, Veronica.
For your Grammy consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And Oscar.
The #1 best podcast and only podcast about Riverdale.
Yeah.
In the entire world. And we got a fucking doozy for an episode today. Because everything gets fucking revealed in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, every single secret that you've ever wanted to know about this shitty show is told right now.
Secrets you really couldn't give a shit about.
Yeah.
You're gonna know.
So much stuff happens, it's insane. You know that you get to know the color of Kevin's butthole.
Yeah.
We find out the serial killer identity. We find out about Mothman, finally. And, Veronica kills herself.
Whoa, what?
No, that's not actually what happened. Alright, but I guess we'll get into it. So, in the beginning here, since we're both here live, we just have it on our phones, or I have it on my phone, instead of one of us going through the episodes. But basically, like, I think it starts off with Cheryl, and she's, like, talking to Kevin about, like, the powers thing. And, like, I think it was, like, the last episode, she says a stupid line of, like, I don't think I'm a saint, but I might be, or some bullshit, right?
I don't think I'm a saint, but what if I am?
But what if I... Which doesn't make any sense.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
That's like, I might not be a superhero, but what if I am?
Wow, you think you're a saint? Kind of cringe. I had to, I'm sorry. It's really Chad's fault.
It really is. I don't know why he says it, but he just does now. So we just have to say it once in a while. But yeah, like, her saying that is like me saying, like, oh, I'm like, I don't think I have superpowers, but what if I do? And then I just jump off the building, like 50 feet.
It's like Archie's like, I don't think I'm Batman, but what if I am?
I'll just jump off in like an apartment building 100 feet in the air.
He like,
and then splat.
Fucking takes his shirt off and literally brands a bat symbol to his chest. He's like, I'm Batman.
Yeah, basically. So she's talking to Kevin, and then Kevin is all like, remember he wants to get out of the cult or whatever.
Yeah, let's call it that for what it is.
Yeah, and then what's her name? What's her name? Cheryl. And then Cheryl's like, well, I'm gonna figure out who we're praying for or whatever.
Oh yeah. And
then so that there's that thing. And then she tells him that there's like some higher power or something later on. And then I think it goes to like Veronica, Hiram, and Chad.
Oh yeah.
It's Veronica versus her dad and Chad, her fucking old boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
So Veronica and Chad finally get into the divorce settlement. And then I think at first like Veronica agrees to give him everything because she just cares about Archie or whatever. But then all of a sudden, like later on, for some reason, like Hiram gives Chad a fucking gun.
Right.
And like he just pulls out a fucking gun in his meeting, and he's like, "We're both on the same side, so it's fucking. How about you kill Archie? You can get rid of my problem." Because he's in my way, and he can also kill him, and then Veronica won't. Veronica will still love you, I guess. Even though she won't love you anymore, even if he's gone. So, like, he goes to try to kill Archie for some reason. In this article, it says...
Oh my god, yes, the best scene in this entire fucking shitty show.
No, but I was saying in the article, it says... Hiram hands Chad a ghost gun. Oh yeah, they also call it a ghost gun, which is just a fucking gun.
This is just a gun with no serial number on it. Yeah, on it, I mean. But yeah, it's not a ghost gun. It's not a gun used by a ghost. Ghosts don't use guns.
It's a gun that died and came back. But yeah, it says in this article, it says it hands him a ghost gun and tells him that he'll never get Veronica back if Archie's abs still exist.
Wait, what?
In the article.
What does it say?
It says that he'll never get Veronica back if Archie's abs still exist.
That's what Chad thinks?
No, that's just what that's just what the guy in the article said. and then yeah, it goes to the...
Oh, Hiram tells him, okay. As long as she's abs exist.
He doesn't tell him that, though.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's just what the guy wrote.
I know, but that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Hiram doesn't actually say it, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong, but I could be. Because who knows. But then, it goes to that scene that you said. It's the best. It is one of the best scenes in the fucking show.
Yep.
So for some reason, I guess this is the back of the fucking, what's it called? Like the gym place that Archie works at?
Yeah.
The boxing room. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that this fucking existed here. And he like walks out the back, I guess, putting trash out. Then he hears rustling, and then you see Chad just like going there, pulls out his gun. And then he actually like, Archie's like, whoa, what the fuck? And then like, Archie dies behind cover. Somehow he's faster than bullets. Because Chad is like, he sees Chad and Chad's like, what the fuck? And then decides to shoot him.
Yeah.
And I swear he shot like 3 times.
Yeah.
But then like...
can't aim a gun for shit.
But then later on Hiram was like, there's 1 bullet in here. So I'm like, wait, he shot 3 times but there's only 1 bullet?
Yeah. Plot hole.
Did he just break up the bullets into 3 pieces?
Yeah.
And then put them in?
Or like, maybe like Chad's resourceful and made his own bullets.
Yeah. So somehow Archie's fast enough to dodge the fucking bullets. Goes behind like a trash can. And then fucking picks up like the lid of the trash can. And then just like chucks it like Captain America.
Yeah.
At fucking Chad, right at Chad's face. Like right on his nose.
Incredible.
He lands flat on his ass and then instead of like chasing the guy, Archie just like stares at him and then Chad has enough time to like run away.
Just what a Chad deserves, am I right?
True. Just to run away like a little bitch.
Yeah.
And then Archie like tries to run after him a little bit but then stops and it's like, okay, you could have caught him earlier, but alright. Yeah, and then it even says here in the article, he misses and then Archie pulls a Captain America and takes him out with a trash can.
So it's not just us that thought it was... He was trying to be Captain America.
And then in the article, it's like, I'm not entirely sure why Hiram thought Chad could shoot a gun. But he quickly learns his lesson. Yeah, so after the attempted murder, Veronica finds out, I guess, somehow about this.
Somehow.
I guess. And then she renegotiates their divorce settlement. So that's what happens there. Oh yeah, but then of course the fucking with Archie and trying to like just kill him. Instead of just like fucking with them mentally like what they have been doing for the past, or just like doing other physical stuff but not killing them for the past like 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Hiram just like twice just it's like I'm just gonna kill Archie right now. Because there's the one where he does the gun and he's like, go just shoot him. But then now, Hiram's like, don't, is like belittling Chad and is like, don't fucking give a boy a man's job or whatever. And then he's like, I'm gonna do it myself. So what he does is he fucking decides to blow up the mine. So he's like, I'm gonna kill Archie by myself. Like, I don't know why it took him like 6 seasons to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna murder him.
5 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically at the end of the 5th season.
Yes.
He's like, I'm just gonna murder this guy right now. But yeah, oh yeah, also because, so you guys remember the fucking mine that they had in like 4 episodes ago, where they're mining for uranium, or not uranium, plutonium. Kryptonian or whatever.
What?
They're mining for some bullshit stone thing.
Palladium.
Yeah, yeah, that's the fucking word.
Kryptonian.
I was like, it's one of those fucking...
Wrong franchise, but same network?
It's one of those made-up inium fucking stone...
Inium?
fucking minerals or whatever. But in the beginning of this episode, I remember Archie, like, goes up to Cheryl and is like, hey, we need more money for this or whatever. And then she, like, Venmos him, like, $200 or something to like keep going with the plan. And I'm like, alright. I guess that's cool. And then, so later on, Hiram, like, decides to set up an explosion in the fucking mines. Which also, like, the mines is like... This is the thing that we were talking about, I think, in the last episode, or the previous one, where we're just like... Remember there's, like, plot points where they just forget, and they never bring up again, like, the mines?
Yeah.
I think they heard us, and they were like... They're like, remember the mines? Let's put them back in. Even though we haven't discussed them in the last, like, 4 episodes. So he sets up the explosion in the mine, and then he ends up trapping Archie and his military buddy guy. And the military buddy guy is like not crashed. He's being crushed by like a bunch of rocks. And then Archie's in there with them, and they're like, "There's no fucking air," or whatever the fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, this is another fucking weird ass scene that happens after this. Veronica finds out about this, right? About the explosion in the mine, and then she like immediately goes to fucking capture her dad, and like ties.
Oh yeah, fucking ties him to a fucking chair.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? What are you, like fucking Casino Royale in here?
No, he'd be naked and she'd be hitting his balls, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. That's what I thought where it was gonna go. She's gonna just have a rope tied up into a ball and just whacking his nuts. Yeah, so he holds him captive, and then she's like, "If Archie dies, fucking you die." And I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck? You're gonna murder your own dad?" Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay, I never understood it. It's like, if Archie dies, you die.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The fuck? So you're just gonna be a murderer? And possibly, like, be put in jail for this shit? It's like, alright, that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, and then later on, so, like, the whole town's, like, trying to help them get out of the mine. And they have this whole assembly line of rocks to push them back or whatever. And then Cheryl uses witch powers, I guess, and calls upon...
Don't
something?
say she's a witch. That's just gonna make me...
No, but she's like sitting there, right? And she's like doing some sort of like backwards tongue thing, right? And then she's like, God, what does she do? I forget what she does, but she does some sort of thing, right?
She like summons like the fucking...
Is it wind? No.
Wind, water, earth, bullshit. Fucking My Little Pony. Like,
yeah.
I need more evidence.
Because it's revealed, because earlier on when she's talking to Kevin, she's like, I know what we're praying to. It's Gaia. It's the Mother Earth. And you're like, what the fuck? And that's where the wind, fire, earth, water thing comes from. And then Kevin's like, yeah, you know about that? Fuck that, I'm out. And he's like, I'm not joining your cult anymore. And he just fucking leaves. And then somehow I forgot what exactly. I know that she uses her powers, quote unquote. But I forgot what exactly she did that like saves him. I can't remember if it's like wind or some sort of rock gets moved or something.
Both.
But somehow she does something and then like something happens and then rocks get moved. And then Archie's like almost dying, suffocating because there's no oxygen in there, even though there's like holes you can see through. And then he like is like, you know, moving rocks out of the way on his end. Oh, and this part I thought was fucking weird as shit. So Veronica's like after she like holds her dad captive, after she like she goes down to like the mine to like save them.
Yeah.
But then for some reason it cuts to like right after the Cheryl like is like before Cheryl's gonna like save him. She like before she even knows that Archie escapes her is safe. For all she knows, he's still in the mine, right? She goes to like take a bath in her house, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" I was like, "Wait, what? She doesn't even know he's safe. What is happening?"
I stopped fucking rationalizing what these characters do.
And then like, so she decides to take a bath, but then like it cuts to like Chad like breaking into her place, and then it reveals that he has a gun and he's gonna. I guess instead of killing Archie, he's gonna kill Veronica now, because he was so good with guns before. And then somehow Veronica hears noises or whatever, and she like sees him a little bit through like.
And she like turns the lights off and like fucking daredevils.
Yeah, she turns the lights off with the Alexa in her room, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like is fucking just like. Yeah, just pulls like a fucking daredevil and is just like fucking.
Or like fucking Batman or like whatever.
Yeah, she's like
what is with the show and Batman?
She's like, I'm gonna. I'm not the prey. I'm not the hunted. You're the hunted.
Yeah.
And then fucking in this article it says Veronica tries to take a bath when Chad breaks in with yet another gun. Who keeps giving this guy guns? Oh yeah, and then she uses her version of Alexa and Siri to shut off the lights, cranks some music, and then just generally disorients Chad. And then they somehow get into a wrestling match. Was it they start fighting or whatever, and then like the gun gets loose or whatever. I think Withers or Smithers or her fucking butler comes in.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's happening here?" And then fucking
and, he's like,
and then you just hear a gunshot, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he comes in. And he's like, "Oh, what's going on here?" Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, and then fucking Veronica. I guess Veronica got the gun and shoots him in the chest. I was like, "Holy shit, she's gonna murder people." I guess he's just dead, right? Or is he just still alive?
What? What ended up happening?
Yeah, it says here, and it ends with Veronica shooting and killing Chad.
Yeah,
so
but
she just straight up murders Chad.
And then leaves, right?
Yeah, she just kills Chad.
She tells Smithers to hide the body, and then she just doesn't even fucking help.
Wait, what?
Doesn't she, like, get Smithers to get rid of the body or something?
Well, obviously he knows that he's probably. Or he's at least an accomplice, because, like...
Yeah.
He at least helped her get rid of the body, maybe. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, and then we go to the Betty and Jughead portion of the fucking episode, which is the best parts of the episode.
Oh wow, we have one viewer.
Yeah, it's me. No. This is where we get revealed. Fucking the Mothman and the fucking serial killer.
Oh yeah.
Fucking stupid shit in this, which made me I had to literally pause the episode when we were watching it. But Tabitha gets a call from Squeaky's parents, which is, I guess, that guy that was like that weird.
Squeaky.
It was like the kid, I guess, that was in the beginning, one of the first episodes, where like he's lost in the lonely highway for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's talking about Mothman.
The Mothman.
Oh,
fucking joke.
So stupid.
Oh, fucking
and then Jughead's gotten caught up on the case files. Oh, and then another body shows up on the morgue, but this one is fully dismembered.
Ain't too late to join up, my friend.
God, the more we do these, and the more we like fucking spell out what happens each episode, the more I ask myself, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. This fucking article sums it up perfectly. It goes, it could be Polly, it could also be Squeaky, and knowing Riverdale, it could be at least 10 other people.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh no, Squeaky's that girl that like met Tabitha in the beginning, and then you see her at the end of the episode getting picked up by a fucking running away from like a truck driver person.
Yeah.
In like the very first episode, I think. But after DNA test, it's confirmed to be Squeaky. But that's not all. But that's not all the DNA test figures out. It turns out the trucker who bit his tongue off is a distant cousin of Betty, because all serial killers are somehow related to Betty. In this universe, literally every single serial killer has been related to Betty, the Coopers, which are also related to the Blossoms, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's so fucking stupid.
It's really stupid.
Like every single serial killer in this universe is related to Betty and fucking Cheryl, the Coopers and the fucking Blossoms, because they're fucking related or whatever. Yeah, so they fucking... And then they fucking go talk to the fucking old woman again, Nana. The senile old lady. And she reveals, like, the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's just
oh, Lord!
And it's just like, I knew this all along, but I'm just telling you now.
Yeah.
She knew this from, like, episode 2 or whatever the fuck. So it turns out, like, that fucking corpse, that was like, was this an alien corpse or not? No, it just turns out to be her fucking, like her fucking brother or something that was like...
Okay, I missed that part.
The alien corpse is not an alien, it's just her fucking... It's her fucking...
Wait, didn't they have someone, like, from a fucking university tell them it's not human? Like,
no.
She came and...
No, she came, but it disappeared before she got there. Remember? Or someone stole it, I guess. So she knew the whole fucking time, but she decided to fucking tell them this stupid Mothman story. And yeah, it ends up being her brother that was just what's the word? What's the word? I was gonna say like a really mean word, but it's her brother that's like got some sort of like illness or disease or something. So he's all like dismembered. He's all like not anatomically correct, or he's like kind of a weird looking skeleton.
Who's this?
The corpse that was in the jail. Yeah. That's why it's all like weird looking.
He's like already.
He's disfigured, I guess. Is the word. Because he's got some sort of illness or some bullshit. And it's revealed that it's I can't remember if it was her dad or just her husband, but her husband was the husband of the old lady was fucking just like all the help of the Blossoms. So she was like fucking the nanny and the cook and the maid, and he had all these sons and daughters that were like what's it called? It's like estranged, right? From like all the help, and then instead of like I don't know, and then they just decide to like give him all like the sons and daughters to like these two people just living in the middle of the forest. Yeah. Which turns out they're the fucking serial killers. So they're the fucking serial killers. They grew up and they raised this family of serial killers, which could be like 10 people or however the fuck we know. And
it's an army.
God damn it, it's so stupid. And that truck driver that Betty had in her fucking in that school thing tied up was part of the family.
So in Stargirl, there's the Injustice Society of America, but in Riverdale, it's the Serial Killers Society of Riverdale.
Yeah, it's just fucking Betty. It's just the Cooper and Blossoms Serial Killer Society. Yet, oh, do you want to murder people? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're part of this family. No. Well, you can't.
Is your name Cooper or Blossom? No. Then get the fuck out of my face.
Well, then murder in the next town, please. So, that fucking happens. And also, I can't remember if it's in this episode or the previous one. Or I can't remember if we talked about it already, because there's so much shit that we have talked about, and we haven't. But, like, Betty reveals that she thinks it's a family of serial killers. But there's, like, no clues whatsoever throughout the whole episode, throughout the whole season so far. She just outright is telling Jughead, and she's like, you know what, I think it's a family of serial killers, and they're fucking working out on the lonely highway. And there's, like, no clues. There's no, like, them searching, like, there's nothing that you can, like, pick out clues throughout the season and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Or, like, you know, try to figure out yourself throughout the episode. And it's like, wait, how do you know this? You just pulled this fucking theory out of your asshole?
Yep.
Like, why do you think this? What is this? That's so stupid. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then the old lady created the Mothman fiction to keep the people away. So, the Mothman mythos is just those serial killers killing people.
Yeah, this is probably some guy dressed in a suit.
No, it's those. She made up the Mothmans to protect those for whatever reason, to protect those guys because they're serial killers killing people.
Yeah, but I bet you like one of those serial killers is just dressing up as the Mothman.
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like, wait, why are you protecting these serial killers in a fucking highway that are killing people? What, like, why? It's so stupid. Oh my god. So, long story short, you remember the fucking old man from the fucking, what is it, one of the first episodes of the season? Where Jughead and Betty go to the guy, and he's like, the Mothman story. Remember that in the fucking trailer?
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere? So he's the fucking, and they're known as the Starkweathers, and they fucking, so they all decide to go back there. And then it says here one of Tony's students go missing. I don't remember that. Oh, I think it's the fucking gay one that is the football joins the football team or whatever. So Betty assembles it says here Betty assembles the hideously underqualified team of Jughead, Tabitha, Tony, and Fangs for a raid. So
yeah, well, that's fucking pathetic.
So they all decide to go to that fucking old man's place in the middle of nowhere. I think what happens, like, I forgot.
They all get their asses kicked.
No, but Fangs has like a shotgun.
Yeah.
Someone else has like a taser. Betty has like a pistol, and then Jughead has like nothing or something.
He has a switchblade.
Oh, a switchblade. Yeah.
He brought a knife to a gun.
Yeah. It goes pistol, taser. No, it goes taser, pistol, and then someone else has a shotgun, and then it cuts to Jughead to the last one, and he's like, ping! And he's like this tiny ass little knife.
Yeah.
It's like, I got a knife, boys. And then, so Jughead goes to confront the old guy, and he's like, hey, can I talk about this, whatever the fuck, and then they go, okay, yeah. And then everyone else sits outside for whatever reason, and then they all just start, like, roaming around the junkyard, which I didn't realize in the first few episodes, but it's huge. Like, it's like this huge area with just cars over the place.
Yeah.
But then you can see people in the background, like, running quickly in the background, and you're like, oh shit, they're gonna be surrounded or whatever the fuck.
This ain't Batman stuff no more. You better get used to it.
And then shit hits the fan, I guess. Someone screams at something, and then like Jughead's talking to the old guy, and then Jughead's like, I know who you are, or whatever the fuck. And then he just like reveals whatever, and then they're like, okay, then they start fighting. And then like all this fighting starts on the outside too, and then like except like the bad guys get the upper hand, and then they all just like capturing all these guys. They all get the upper hand, and they all scare the shit out of the guys, and all this fighting starts. But then there's a good serial killer guy, because one of the guys at the end is like helping, of the brothers is helping.
Oh yeah.
That they don't all get kidnapped. Oh yeah, and then Fangs like steps on a fucking bear trap.
Yeah.
There's just a bear trap, and he just steps on it, and it's like, what the fuck? So he has to like pull, he has to pull it out. He has to like, pull it off of him or whatever. And then in this article it says, who thought this was a solid team for a raid? So somehow they all get the upper hand, and then they all beat them somehow with the help of this Stark brother guy. Betty fucking beats them all, and then they all like get knocked out. And then like Betty calls the FBI, because I guess she still has their number somehow in the phone. It's just FBI. she has the guy's phone number in her phone as a FBI guy that I fuck or sometimes don't, or he's my boyfriend ? I don't know.
It's like boyfriend, boss, guy I yell at.
Yeah.
IDK.
IDK. Yeah. And then I think Betty asks one of the serial killers for the location of Polly. And then like the episode ends as Betty and Alice, like he tells them where they end, and then the serial killer tells them where the body is, and then like they go towards the it's like in the junkyard. In the junkyard.
Trunk yard.
In a
it's
car.
Just trunks.
Yeah.
Just trunks of cars.
It's in the trunk of a car. You don't see it, but like you just see their expression, and they lift up in the trunk, and I guess she's just in the back there dead, and then you just see them crying, and you're like, holy shit, that's pretty fucking serious.
Yeah.
Just to show that.
Well, they didn't show the dead body, did they?
No, they didn't show it, but like I'm like, oh shit. So Baldy's just straight up fucking dead.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm like, oh shit, alright, she just fucking died. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, it is sort of like, I don't know, at the same time it's like, I don't know, it's been 5 seasons, I don't really care about Polly that much either.
She was like a secondary minor character.
Yeah, because she was like in the season, but also like, or she was like in some of the previous seasons, but sometimes she just disappears, and you don't see her. And then, so that happens, and then, yeah, that was basically the end of that episode, I think. I don't know, I was kind of bummed out that they didn't just go straight on aliens, but, you know. But at the same time, like, I was bummed out that they didn't do aliens, but at the same time, like, how does those serial killers explain the lights in the sky, and, like, remember, like, at Pop's, whatever it's called, Pop's, like, restaurant thing, with all the lights going out and going wonky, and all the fucking computers in that going wonky. I guess maybe that was just a lie, too, but I don't know why they would all lie like that. So, yeah, I don't know. So, Jesus Christ, like, that was the whole mystery fucking revealed, and Polly just fucking straight up died, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Now we know the serial killers, they're all taken down. We know the story of Mothman, which kind of sucks it's not aliens, or whatever. I was hoping it was actually just fucking aliens. Like, just fucking, it just cuts to one scene and just Jughead's getting his ass probed by an alien. That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't really know how they're gonna end the series or the season. Cause yeah, we all know there's a season 6, but like
season spoop.
Yeah. But this what was I gonna say? These like serial killer things aren't like, what's it called? It's not like the trash bag killer. So I guess we still have that to fucking endure.
Which is what?
The serial killers.
Yeah.
The family of serial killers. It's not the trash bag killer, so I guess we still have that fucking glorious plot to still go through, so there's that thing, right? So fuck, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. This shitty, oh goddamn, this fucking just information dump of an episode. But yeah, we're gonna go to and then we'll do the episode 18 next time.
Nice.
Which is Jams's favorite.
No, it's not.
Favorite episode of all time. Because for some reason we decided to watch it, but for some reason they decided to go back to musical. They're like, you know what? We didn't get enough musicals this season. Let's get another one, boys.
No. Let's not get another one.
So yeah, so that's it for that episode. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Leave a like.
Dear fucking God, kill me now before we watch the next one. You
can help end Jams's misery by subscribing and liking. One like equals one testicles of his being ripped off.
If we get to 100K, Grilly will shut down his YouTube channel.
If we get to 100K, I will rip off his balls and feed it to him.
No.
And yeah, thank you for watching.
Right.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.